What's up, world? This is your guy, Guitar K. I'm here to inform, inspire, and entertain. In that order, man. And today's video is called Stop. Remember Hammer Time. Look, man, in the early 1990s, MC Hammer was arguably the hottest artist on the planet. Hip-hop artist at that. I'm talking about stage presence, performance, his songs on the radio, #1 on the charts. People talk about stage presence and performance, and you know we got greats like James Brown and Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, Beyonce. Well, I'm here to tell you, MC Hammer gave a great show. He was a great performer. But the hip-hop artists that came right after him, you know, gangster rap, try to make it like you was soft if you danced, that you was soft if you had the image that Hammer had. And it's the same thing today, man. Look, it's nothing wrong with dancing. It's nothing wrong with being yourself. It's not selfish to be yourself. As a matter of fact, the most realest thing you can do today is be yourself. And I know there's a lot of guys today, you know, they like to think that if you act like you didn't like something at one time, it make you more tough. No, that make you a liar. That make you dishonest. That makes you unreal. So if you was listening to hip hop in the early 90s, for a short stint there, you was a Hammer fan. You was doing the dances, you had the haircut, you had the glasses, you had the shoes, the pants, the clothes, the whole gambit. It was inescapable. Hammer had the streets, he had the country, the nation, the whole world on fire in the early 90s. He started out as a bat boy for his hometown Major League Baseball team, the Oakland Athletics. And he was already called Hammer. So it's not like he just made up some name, made up some persona to become something. He was already called Hammer. In comes MC Hammer. In 8 years, he sold 25 million records, won 3 Grammys, 7 American Music Awards, People's Choice Award. He was the first hip-hop artist ever in history to go diamond, selling more than 10 million copies of his album. #1 to do that. The first to do that. And I know a lot of people get on him because he went bankrupt, because he made all that money and he lost it. But it's not like he lost it because he was gambling or because he had a drug problem or because he got married and divorced and some woman took all his money. No. The reason that Hammer lost all his money is because he wanted to bring all his friends along with him. He wanted to bring all his friends along for the ride. He was generous. He was not selfish. He was not self-centered. He just wanted to bring everybody along. So even when his accountants and everybody was telling him, look, Hammer, most of your money is going out because you bringing this big entourage along with you. He said, I don't care. Keep him on the payroll. Keep paying him. Now in his mind, he thought he was going to keep being on top of the world and keep selling albums like he was. But it didn't work out like that. So eventually he did go bankrupt. He lost his money. But that's not the end of his story. Today, MC Hammer has a net worth of $2 million today. Now, where I'm from in Cherry Hill, Baltimore, that's successful. He's still successful. He's still married to the same woman that he married before he got famous. Back in 1985, he has 4 children, a daughter, a son. Never heard none of his kids wilding out. None of them went too far from the reservation. Never heard his name slandered and slapped all through the news for doing nothing crazy. MC Hammer is a successful black man. He had a peak and he's still worth $2 million today. I don't know why people try to knock MC Hammer, man. As a matter of fact, you can't knock MC Hammer. He had his own record label where he produced hit artists like Oaktown's 357. Y'all remember Oaktown 357, them ladies? Way before Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion had WAP, they had Juicy. Juicy got him crazy. Juicy got him cold going mad. They had other hit songs. I Like It. Yeah, 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 yeah. MC Hammer had a litany of hit songs. Let's get it started. Hammer don't hurt him. You got to pray. Too legit to quit. Look, man, there's no way you can deny his hit songs. I'm talking about his number one hit, of course, was You Can't Touch This. He used Rick James' iconic bass line. And look, when you go on YouTube today, man, the millions and millions of views that he got, YouTube came out after his career. So people still listen to Hammer even after his career. His version of You Can't Touch This with the iconic Rick James Super Freak, he got more views than Rick James. Also, Jay-Z used this same bass line for Kingdom Come. He got more views than Jay-Z with that particular song. Other hit songs, like I said, Too Legit to Quit, Turn This Mother Out, Pray. He got one called Adam's Groove. I never really heard of that one. Look, you can't deny Hammer's greatness, man. Then you got other artists, that came out that don't want to, refer back to their roots and what they used to do. Such artists like Lawrence Fishburne, who got his start on Pee-wee's Playhouse as the iconic Cowboy Curtis. And for a while there, he didn't want nobody to mention his role as Cowboy Curtis. Why? If you did it, don't be ashamed that you did it. That's why I say, young fellas, man, if you like MC Hammer, or if you did like MC Hammer, don't say that you never liked him. If you want to say that you used to like him and you don't like him no more, I'm cool with that. If you want to say that you just don't like the dance because you don't like it, I'm cool with that. But don't let people change your mind from what you don't like to do, man. Like I said, the realest thing you can do is be yourself. It's nothing selfish about being yourself. Look, man, and people try to knock Hammer and try to be like, oh, man, he's stupid. He was weak. He did this. The people that say that, what did you do? How many albums have you sold? Look, you can't knock Hammer. Hammer, like I said, he had a peak and he fell off from that same peak, but he's still worth $2 million today. MC Hammer had toys made after him, lunchboxes made after him, Halloween costumes made after him. He had a cartoon made after him. Look, man, he was a judge on a dance show. He made his own dance website. He had a reality show. Look, man, people throw stones at castles, man. People like to hate on people that reach high levels of success. It's lonely at the top. And Hammer made it to the top. He didn't stay at the top. But who does? And there's a lot of people that never even made it in the room that like to drag Hammer name through the mud. But I'm here to remember Hammer. And like I said, to say, stop. Remember Hammer time, man. So many people today, we like to judge. We like to hate. We got to come from a point of love today, man. We got to show more unity, man. Hammer did his thing. I don't know how he's not mentioned among West Coast legends. This guy is a West Coast legend. Like I said, he was the first hip hop artist ever in history, East Coast, West Coast, down south, anybody to sell 10 million albums. And he's not mentioned among hip hop legends? That is crazy. He stuck to his guns. He stuck to his morals. At the end of his career, he was about to sell out. Well, he did kind of sell out when he signed the Death Row Records when he was trying to do a money grab after the bankruptcy. But when Tupac got shot, he was like, nah, man, I got to pack this up. I can't keep doing this. And he went back to his original heritage, which was being in the church, preaching, still trying to reach people, still trying to help people. Look, man, y'all can knock Hammer if you want, man. But I don't see how you can do that with a straight face. I don't see how you can call yourself a real person. I don't see how you can be for the people and not recognize the iconic, legendary, groundbreaking, pathfinding, trailblazing artist of MC Hammer. So I'm so glad to make this video today and to say stop. Remember Hammer time, man. He was what to the West Coast back then what Kid and Play was to the East Coast, which is two more artists I'm going to do a video on because it's the same thing. They let the hardcore artists, talk about how it's soft to be dancing and partying. I mean, who goes to a party just to stand with your back against the wall? You too cool for school, too cool to dance, might drop your gun. Stay home. That's what a party is for. There's nothing wrong with making good fun music. There's nothing wrong with making good party music. MC Hammer, Kid and Play, they was masters at that. They was masters at getting the party started and having good, clean fun and having a good time where ain't nobody fighting, ain't nobody shooting. Everybody went, had a good time, went home all in one piece and was willing to go back and do it all again, man. Today's standards of what good music and what good hip hop is, man, them fell by the wayside, if you ask me, in my opinion. Now, do gangster music and gangster rap has its place? Yes. And if that's what you like, more power to you. But don't knock other kinds of music. Don't make it seem like you uncool if you don't only do gangster music and you're not the walking around with your chest poked out like a peacock and all this, man. Look. It's other ways to show that you black. It's other ways to show that you from the hood. Everybody from the hood ain't a gangster. Everybody from the hood ain't carjacking and disrespecting women and selling drugs and on drugs. No, it's more to the hood than that. We have more layers than that. We have more colors than that, man. And MC Hammer was a pioneer of hip hop. He's a legend of hip hop. Especially nowadays with TikTok and all these dances and stuff going on, man. If he was out today in this TikTok era, man, he would have so many dance trends set. Boy was on stage moving and grooving. He was on every major talk show. He was on TV, national spots, international spots, country to country, worldwide, hip hop. He opened doors. So that's why I just want to say, stop. Remember Hammer Time. This is your guy, Guitar K. Be more